difficulties. We're working through it on all ends. And basically tonight, you know, what I really wanted to gift to you guys is...
Carrie, aren't you going to record?
Oops.
Good.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I've done that.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
So go ahead and go.
Are we good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to the call tonight. I'm already noticing a spelling error. Sometimes when you rush to do things, it catches you off guard. And I just want to apologize for the shaking of the camera. We've got a bunch of technical stuff happening on my end. So I'm hoping this is all going to come together the way it needs to and better than expected. So tonight really is about you guys and empowering everybody to take a step and really take a step towards this comma club that we don't recognize necessarily as a company, but we do individually as teams. And I know on our team, we make a really big deal about it because when you first start earning $1,000 a month in your Juice Plus business, it really changes everything for people. And I've noticed this over the years that the people who, you know, can consistently earn $1,000 or more per month end up sticking around longer, have a better experience, have a stronger customer base, and really they treat it more like a business, you know? And so what we want for all of you is to really empower you at any level to be able to take home this kind of money. And I put up this, this quote from Zig Ziglar, and you know, he says, money isn't everything, but it ranks up there with oxygen. And my belief is that this business is really, I feel like the one detriment to all of it is that we don't take it seriously enough, I think sometimes. And some people, I hear a lot from people that I'm not a numbers person or this kind of, you know, that kind of chatter. But what I want to encourage you is that you don't have to be. It's just try to simplify it as best that you can. And hopefully after tonight, you're going to feel a little bit more empowered to take it in that direction. So the most important thing about a business, in my opinion, and in this kind of a business, is having fun when you're building it. So this is just, I'm throwing this up here because this was a game that we put up last summer, and we're going to do it again this summer, of just, you know, batting 1,000 was the summer income challenge, and getting people to really think about driving your activity towards your paycheck versus, you know, a title achievement. And so a lot of times the titles pay into earning more money, but it really does help when you can get the focus, I think, on the end result, because then you can back out your behavior and see, you know, maybe you think you're working a lot, but are those activities that you're doing actually feeding your paycheck, or are they just helping you feel busy, right? And so, so we're going to talk a little bit about that towards the end of the evening as well. Okay, so fast track promotion. So a lot of this is familiar to most of you, or hopefully all of you. But what we're looking at here is basically our compensation plan. And I think that the best advice I ever got in sales was understand your compensation plan quickly, get to understand it well, and use it to your benefit and let it drive your behavior. So the company has really, you know, done an incredible thing for us in that every time we take a step through this comp plan, we get paid more money. You know, there's more buckets for the money to go into. And I'll draw your attention to the 5% performance bonus down here, and the 22% commission rate, because these are the two things that really pay the most into your paycheck and make the most sense to achieve as quickly as possible. And that's by getting to complete your 2,000 plus, get your business qualified, and then take that next step into sales coordinator and really take home the maximum commission level that they're allowing you to do. No excusing now. Sorry, my kids are walking in. Okay, so I also want to talk a little bit about the difference in levels, because on the left-hand side, you're going to see that we look at this, we have promotional PDC that we count towards these first promotions. And then as
we'll get it when I'm ready.
Oh, I can hear somebody who's ready. And the second part of it is all measured in Payline. And so what I want to do as an organization is really get people to start thinking about their Payline, which is the number that we bill to our business each month, sooner than waiting till we get to senior sales levels and above. Because I think if we put the focus on that, then we really start to realize how many people are we impacting monthly by what we're billing, how many customers are billing monthly to our organization. And this all ties into this customer qualification piece that we're talking about. And again, drawing your attention just to that 5% is, you know, even at that top level, why it's so important. The reason that we talk about it over and over and over again, you guys, is because at the national marketing director level, that's the biggest part of your paycheck. And it will consistently be that in all of the leadership positions. So, so on our team, we use the 1225 system, which I know you guys are familiar with. We've trained on this before. But basically, I put this up here just to show you that you can make $1,000 in your first month in the business if you use this system. So taking a person through your first 12 orders and filling those up, if we're measuring it based on trios, and we bring on some team and they do the same and they start to work towards that, you're taking home anywhere between that would be nice, $818 to about $1,200, depending on how quickly your people are moving below you. But you yourself can really, start out with a bang. And I find that when you put money in people's hands sooner, it goes a lot faster. So the key is then getting them focused on the next step, which is building that customer qualified business. And that's what's going to lead them to the consistency in paycheck and really allow them to get the $1,000 hits pretty often. So my team has seen this before, but this is the way I explain the comp plan. Every time that you get promoted, you get more money in a different bucket. So the first way we start out is with retail sales profit at the dealer level. Okay, everybody gets that. And these are just some basics, you guys, but I want to give the basic knowledge before I step into the granular stuff so it makes a little bit more sense. When you get promoted to the DD space, then you start earning 6% commission. And that commission rate goes up based on your position in the company. Along the way, you get to earn fast track bonuses. And as you duplicate people frontline, then you also get fast track bonus money as well coming back to you for helping these people progress forward. The next piece is PBQ, again, that 5%. And you see that this bucket is bigger, and it's bigger for a reason, because that's the bulk of your paycheck. That's the thing. It's the component to the comp plan that really unlocks the residual income piece, but it also is the piece that pays you the most. If we were to look at Jeff or Bertie's check, I will guarantee you that probably 99% of his income is coming from that space. Below that is the POB section, and that again happens at sales coordinator. Another really important thing to focus on, because as we promote up our sales coordinators, the company gives us this gift of a 4% override on our highest producers. And that's a big piece, because when you combine the 5 and the 4, you guys were making 9% on our biggest, hardest working people. And that's a really nice number. And you're working the most with them, so it makes sense that you would get paid most on their actions and their activity. So BIB comes in when you're at the leadership level. It's an incentive bonus given to you by the company. They put it into your paycheck. It's an expense allowance. It just gets deposited in there. It's unlike any other sales job that I've ever had, where that you have to justify receipts and all those other things. Here, they just literally give it to us. And the wise people, is it to prop your phone so it doesn't move? I know I don't have a prop. I wasn't planning on this. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, let me do my best. Here we go. Is that better? I'm sorry. Thanks, Donna. Okay, so the bib. So the bib is an expense allowance. It comes in and you're not getting any, receipts or any of that kind of stuff. But I always use that money to invest back into my team, because I find that when we do that, then we grow faster. So use it as a vehicle to move yourself forward. And then holiday bonus that shows up. We also get Q school promotions. We get PPO insurance. I mean, there's a lot of, different ways that we get paid, but you see that there's a reward every time we step up the ladder and get into a different set of qualifications financially. Now, I wanted to go over this because people get really confused. I think this is the number one thing that confuses people when we come to the comp plan. It's promotional volume versus Payline. Okay, and going back to the beginning when I put up, we want to go to Q school. I love that, Michael and Mariah. Awesome, you guys. It is the best thing ever. But promotional versus Payline, this is really important to get our heads around, okay? When you're in the beginning stages of the comp plan, you're measured based on promotional volume. It means that they're going to give you all of the points up front. These are the Juice Plus capsules, okay? And we're going to talk a lot about the capsules tonight, but they're going to give you a total of 169.5 PVC promotional points, okay? So when you're going for a dealer, from a dealer to DD or to VF or to SC, any of those positions, you're counting your promo points. You're going to count them all at once. You're tracking them on that 1225 sheet. Now, when we start to get into the upper layers and when we're talking about performance bonus and getting your business qualified, we're talking about what's billed to your system each month. And that's going to look like this. So it's 43 billed points in month 1, in month 2, in month 3, and month 4. Okay. Now, the company's really generous, you guys, and I want you to understand this. Okay. So they've actually, if you add up all those points, it's actually more than 169.5, because what they do is they round it up. So there's a benefit to you. It rounds up to 172 points. There's a benefit to you to bill out your points monthly. okay, when you're billing out your trio capsules. You're going to get actually a little bit extra if you do it that way. So just a little side note there. Okay, now going back to here, again, wanted to show you just the difference again. Up to sales coordinator promo, up there Payline, okay? What's billed each month. Now, the PDC report, the only thing I'm going to say about this tonight is that it's important to know what it is. And when you get to the VF level, then you need to know a little bit more about how it works. Jessica, do you need to come sit with me right here? I know, but there's like 100 people on the line, honey, right now, and they're all, can you come over here and cut a slice of pizza? Come on, you can do it, come on. Sorry, double duty tonight. Okay, so we've got, here's getting down to the nitty gritty, and this is what I promised you guys tonight. So basically, if we were a dealer and we wanted to make $1,000 a month, okay? You start off as a distributor, and we're working on just trios, okay? All right, so $1,000 a month, you're gonna get paid as a dealer your retail sales profit, and you're gonna get it paid all up front on everything that ships out for the first time. So if you take 39 and you multiply it by 26, you're gonna get $1,000, okay? So that's how many people you'd have to retail, how many bottles of Juice Plus you'd have to retail in 1 month to earn the $1,000 paycheck. But it can be done. And this is kind of my point, is that, you know, if we start to use the numbers to our benefit, I mean, think about the opportunities where this could actually step in and take hold. Like, oh, okay, that's enough. Sorry. All right, you guys, mommy moment. Give me 1 second. Big knife, small child. Okay, there you go. Have your pizza, let it go. Okay? Okay. We all do it, you guys. It's amazing. Thank you for bearing with me and for all the grace. And I'm sorry we're recording this. Okay. If we were to do switch this over to shred customers, okay, we'd have 18 shred customers who ordered a trio and a pay in full shake. And this is how we do it in our system. If you're going to follow the Jake Kelly system and the Joy Kelly system, you're going to get there a lot faster, and that paycheck's going to be a lot bigger. We ship out 1 box at a time on the first order. We get them acclimated, and then we talk about frequency. And so we shift the payment schedules. But if you're just a brand new person coming in, 18 shred customers who order a trio. So like some of you had mentioned that you had a B for $1,000 of income for a conference, and you just wanted to go out and rock house. You could just have a boatload of, you know, events. And since we have shreds that are coming up every single month now that we can plug people into, you could easily do this. I mean, you could have like say 3 events at 3 different gyms, and you could have 2 in-home events. And if you did 3 events per week, I mean, this is a really doable number. I'm just trying to empower you guys with the opportunities and the thought patterns. I think sometimes we limit ourselves in the thought that, you know, we only need to get 5 orders a week. I mean, 5 orders a month, you know, or something like that. When the reality is if you align yourself with places and people who have access to lots of different types of people, then you can get lots more in terms of volume. So this is totally doable. And the result of this is that you're going to get happy customers and excited new reps, right? Who promote up to VF and likely earn additional bonus money. So this will happen pretty quickly, but it's all about it's the activity that feeds into the results. And I just wanted you guys to kind of see. So from dealer, now DD making $1,000 a month, there's not going to be that much change in the numbers because at this point, the commission rate is kind of low. You know, it's still kind of low, but 24 trio orders each month, okay, or 16 shred customers. And you're going to do the trio plus the pay in full shakes, right? And that's going to get, again, same kind of thing. You're going to get promoted up pretty quickly. You're going to move pretty quickly. But again, anybody can do this. So if you have like somebody in a situation and they're like, I need $1,000 this month, you can say, okay, let's sit down. You can do this. Like, I'll work with you and get it done. Nothing is, you know, unavailable to us. It's a pretty amazing comp plan. All right, so here's your VF. Now, your VF is making $1,000 a month. This is how they're going to do it. And again, this is all starting from zero, you guys. So just making the assumption that nobody is earning anything and they're walking into this and they're saying, okay, my paycheck is zero and this is how much I want to make. Right here, you could do it with 22 trio orders with no team. So this happens a lot, like in cases where maybe you have a doctor's office or an acupuncturist office or somebody where they can retail a lot of product. That's how much they would be shooting for to get the $1,000. And if they wanted to do shred customers, it would be 14 customers who order trios. Oh my God, Francesca, please, honey, you don't understand. My dog just ate her pizza. Okay, this is amazing. Here you go. Here, mommy moment. Here you go. Fix it. There you go. Eat. Okay? I'm going to take you guys into the office. Is anybody else laughing? I hope somebody else is laughing because I'm about to cry. This is crazy.
You're doing great, Melissa.
Oh my God.
This is awesome. The dog ate the pizza instead of the dog eating your homework.
I think it's great.
You're doing a good job.
Oh my goodness.
This is my favorite video in
has
a
to be.
long time.
It has to be real, right? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The dog ate the pizza.
After she almost cut her hand open with a knife trying to get it sliced. Oh my gosh, the Orkin guy was at my house until 5 minutes before I got on this call. I couldn't get him out fast enough. He was here for 2 hours. I didn't know what to do. Okay. All right, so are you guys with me here? So we're getting a little bit better, right? Thanks, Lisa. We're getting a little bit better. The numbers are going down, okay? The VF is, they don't have as much to do because they make a higher commission rate, but it's still kind of high. It's still kind of a lot of stuff. Well, what if the VF is customer qualified? Okay, this starts to change everything, you guys. So 24 Trio customers of their own that bill each month. Okay, thanks, Kimberly. This is going to change it a little bit. So the numbers start to go down. Now we're at 29 trios or 12 shred customers at most. That's the most you would need because you'd probably be making a little bit more than that at that point. But the result here is different because now you're building a consistent customer base and that's paying you a consistent residual income. So instead of having to come up with $1,000 out of nowhere, you've already got a head start. You've got 140 to 200 a month that's coming in on a residual basis. And oftentimes it's more than that, but I just wanted to play really safe and give you the low numbers so that you could see, getting that customer qualification really puts things in place so that you can maximize on the income as we move forward and get through this. So the next piece is just basically the last piece, but the sales coordinator earnings, and this is a little bit different, and I'll go a little bit closer here, but when you're customer qualified as a sales coordinator, you're getting the 140 to 200 a month residual income. You've got the 22% commission rate, your PBQ, so you've got 5% override on your team, and you have to have a team to be a sales coordinator. So at least 3 team members, right, that are working and doing something. So if we teach our team at this point to each bring on 5 shred customers per month, right? So they each bring on 5, which gets you 15. And you do the same and you bring on another 5. You've got 20 shred customers and you've got a lot more help, you guys, right? And now you're making about $1,300 a month because you're all feeding into that and you're maximizing on the bonus monies and the opportunities given to you. So if you think about this and let this sink in a little bit, the comp plan truly was designed for a team to come together. And so, when we go back and we look at the game that we had, that we placed like last summer, that was, it was all about earning, and maybe I should go back and actually show you guys that, but it was all about the steps, right, to achieving the bonuses and getting there and building that $1,000 paycheck consistently. And we'll take you back there a long way. Here we go. But if you look at that, get yourself on the plate. So get to VF, okay? That makes you eligible for the PD, for your qualification to get your business qualified. Get your business qualified at first base, get customer qualified at second base, go to sales coordinator, get into POB. And all of a sudden, this part of it, that, residual income that would have been about 120 to, 140 to 200 is now over 1,000 every single month, and it's consistent. And I think that there's nothing more empowering for people that when you can give them something they can count on, right? So just as leaders, I know we all work really hard to build people into our business and to have them come alongside with us and partner with us. And what I'm trying to suggest to you is if you get people early on, if you follow the systems that are in place, if you all focus on even just that, even if you took the 1225 sheet, you filled out 12 customers and you had 3 friends and were like, let's just go crazy and I'll get 12 in 1 month. Like, you'd way more than earn $1,000. And on top of that, you'd be a sales coordinator month 2 and your paycheck would be rock solid, like walking into it. So you could really do this and accomplish this on a residual basis in like a 3-month period. So, or less. So it's just, anything is possible. I just wanted to show you guys that shreds make more sense than trios, right? And team makes more sense than doing it alone. And hopefully that was something that you can carry along with you. Okay, NMDs are going to jump in and help me, and we're going to, the HEAT NMDs are going to all jump in and talk a little bit about now the team members that they have and that they see that are earning consistently $1,000 or more per month, that, you know, the behaviors that come along with that and what we need to know about behaviors, because the numbers are important, but how do we get those numbers is even more important, right? So who wants to step up and go first?
Hey, I will.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so what, first of all, thank you and great job. Truly, I love how messy it was. I think so much more real life and so much more duplicatable than what I think people perceive sometimes. So thank you so much, Melissa. So, you know, the team members that are consistently plugging in, they are consistently doing events. That's always important. And they're also staying coachable, and they're growing their personal self. Those personal change, those are the people who are getting the comma in their paycheck or really close to it and holding it. I think that personal change and continuing to grow yourself and staying coachable, because this is an ever-changing thing. You know, we're dealing with real-life human beings. And so, so I see that keeps them kind of pure and hungry and not getting stuck in just inertia. That's the word that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That consistency piece I find is the same thing. There's a bunch of people that are on our team that the ones that are earning $1,000 or more, or even close to that, you find that they're really consistent. They're adding customers every month. They're coming to events. They're plugging into calls. Right. They're doing all the things. It's when we stop and start, I think, that it makes it tough. And sometimes when we have a lot of success in the beginning, we think, oh, that was, you know, kind of easy. We take a break, but it's the, you know, working that into your business and making it easy for people to kind of come back in too, you know, and right. Participate anytime is important. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Who else was going to help me out tonight?
I will. I'm trying to not echo.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll just go in another room. My husband's Albert's on too, and somehow even with him muting, we're echoing. So, and I don't even have a dog. Okay, so yeah, I want to echo everything you've said, everything Michelle said, and it's the ones that put high priority on relationships, on building relationships, and caring more about other people and meeting their needs than about a paycheck. And that and then consistency too. We've started using the tracker or your planner and planning our week. We came out of a game where we were doing that. And the ones that are consistently planning their week still and working their plan are moving faster. You know, they're more consistent. And since consistency is so much an important part of it, that plays really big, I'm finding. And they're the ones that are asking me for 3-way calls, and they're the really coachable ones, right? And I love that DMO sheet just because it makes sure you're doing all of the high payoff activities. You know, you can see where, when you're planning your week, you can see where the holes are in your business. You know, are you doing personal growth? Are you talking to at least 2 new people a day? So that's what I really noticed.
Awesome. Do you guys, I also want to open it up for questions. Does anybody have any questions, like specifically about the numbers themselves or about any of the language that we used tonight? Because I know when you first come on, there's so much lingo and it can kind of confuse people. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to ask a little bit about that. and just jump right in because I can't see everybody from my phone.
Melissa, I had a quick question on your base thing. First base was PBQ, and then you had customer qualified POBQ at third. What was home plate? I didn't get there.
That was the $1,000 paycheck. So that was Mama Club. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want, I'll show from.
It's okay. I'm just writing it down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. And the way that we did this was kind of a fun game. Every time you advanced your business by one of the bases, then, or if you helped a rep direct to you advance, then your name would go in the hat to win $100 cash each month. And that was kind of fun because there was no limit to how many entries you have. If you help 4 people move bases that month and you do too, then that's 5 drops in the hat, right? So we just wanted to get everybody involved because it's about learning the skill and then teaching the skill. And that's the whole point. Every time you collect a set of skills, you go teach it. And the more you teach it, the better you get, and the more people move forward in the comp plan, and the stronger your team is. So I'm just a big proponent of everybody moves forward together. I think that helps. Anybody else have any other questions? We have 1 more minute here. Chris Hagel, I'm looking at you right now. She's so cute. All right, well, if that's it, you guys, then I think we can end it. We're right at 6:30. We just jumped right in there with all the distractions and everything. Thank you for the grace. I will go back and re-record this without all the interruptions so that you guys have it to hold on to. But just know that the base, the whole point of this and what I want everybody just to walk away with again is just utilize the comp plan for what it was designed to do. So unlock the 5%, sign up Trio Shred customers. Even if they don't want to do the shred itself, get them on the capsules and bring in the shakes too and say, you know what, most people start out this way. We have a little program to go with it, or you can just buy them and kind of try them as you go, but they have a better experience and I want you to have the best experience possible and start them there. It's $100 a month is a very round number for the brain to wrap their head around. It's roughly $100 a month. You'll get everything you need. We can adjust the shake orders as we need to, but let's stay consistent and start you off right, and that's going to really give a big bang to your paycheck. And if everybody in your consistently in your organization starts to do that, you'll hit these numbers a lot faster. Mm-hmm. And your customers will be happier. Okay.
Hey, Melissa, as a VF, I would ask that you not clean this up because it makes it real.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it means everybody can do this business, right?
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I literally, you guys, okay, so we put our dog down a couple days ago. So as you can see, I have no makeup on. I can't even get near it because it runs down my face every chance I get. I'm like still mourning her loss. And, I literally I keep telling my team, I'm at some point going to put up a sign above my door that says, welcome to the zoo, because with 2 little kids and little dogs and husbands that travel and all that kind of stuff, it gets a little crazy. So
you did great.
You were fabulous.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Okay, let me take this off recording. Everybody get off mute and tell Melissa thank you because this was fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Melissa.
Great.
Thank you.
Great
Thanks for your
job.
time, Melissa.